Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! I hope everyone kissing, smooching, loving, and living life. Single, in love. Today, we will be making Bannock pizza and lamb gyros and hummus. Drinking white wine. All right. I don't want to do
Tastes like a grandma.
Mine tastes great.
I don't like this.
I'm not sure if I like it either.
Let's go! First thing we're gonna start making is the Bannock pizza. Get those little hairy heads out of there.
Hairy head. That's a great drag name.
Okay, I'm going to thinly slice all of these green onions at the same, throughout the whole length of it, for the same width.
Cut it evenly.
So I'm gonna just that was a chunk, not a slice. You know, I try to enlist the claw technique, but personally I feel like I have a really bad grip. If you ask any chef, they would say that that's basically me signing a legal waiver that I'm allowed to chop my fingers off, which I don't think that I would use that in a court of law, but I do think that any judge would say that I asked for it.
I didn't retain any of that.
I'm taking the white parts of the onion, not spilling it, adding it here. Gonna saute these until tender. We're gonna take this part and add it in later.
I finished my second one.
Later. The onions have been softened. Now we're going to add all of this here spinach. So the spinach is going to wilt. Once it's all in here, we're going to put the top on it and let it steam while all of the moisture gets out and it wilts down and shrinks a lot.
Everyone else is out doing other stuff, but I finished the drink, so I'm gonna do it.
I'm not anywhere else but here.
You were in the bathroom when I started filming.
Well,
5, 6, 7, 8.
Methinks the meat mixture is done. Yeah, it's done. Now this meat mush. Sober Maya, why don't you tell us what it is? Thanks, Drunk Maya. Hey everyone, me, Sober Maya here. I hope Drunk Maya is not giving anyone too much of a hard time, except maybe Eli. Right now, we are making the meat mush. We have to take 5 cloves of garlic, an onion, and chop both of those up. Now that we have our garlic and onion chopped, we are going to be adding 1 pound of ground beef, plop, and 1 pound of ground lamb. Okay, and then we're gonna add spiggity spices, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of ground oregano, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of salt, half of a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 of a cup of panko. Now I'm gonna mix it all together. I didn't know I could make this meat mush. I thought only men in a van could make this meat mush. Now that the meat mush has been mushed, I'm going to place it in this oven-safe dish. We are going to put it in the oven, which has been set to 325. My hands are gross. They have raw meat on them. Wish I had raw meat on me.
Heyo.
Now that the meat mush has been pressed into the oven-safe baking dish, I'm going to put it in the oven, which has been set to 325 degrees. We're gonna let it cook for 50 to 60 minutes. Thanks, Sober Maya. We're gonna let it rest for a little bit before we throw it in the freezer so we can slice it easily. Okay, we have 1/4 cup of mint, 2 tablespoons of dill, 3 tablespoons of parsley. I'm gonna chop.
Smells incredible.
Yeah, come with me to the Emerald City. One short day in the Emerald City. The spinach is wilted now. Put the herbs in the pot that is cooking, and then we will mix it right up. Something is brewing, and it'll taste good before the day's through. Now you will see us putting a teaspoon of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Turn the heat back on, and then we're gonna saute without the lid on for 2 to 3 more minutes. Wow, this is gonna be complex flavors.
You guys using mint?
Yeah.
Smells good. I can smell the mint.
Smells great.
I look terrible
also,
right now.
I finished a pint of wine. I don't know how much that.
How much is a
kind of wine though?
You know, like a port.
I finished my drink.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm winning, and yeah, I feel like I always am in life.
I'm gonna take this big block of feta cheese and I'm gonna cut a quarter of it off. I'm gonna use the 3/4 of it, and then we're gonna take half of this big block of cheese and we're gonna grate part of it, and then the rest we're gonna crumple on top. But you can bear with me and wait for that part of the video. So now I'm gonna grate this cheese.
Let's fucking go!
Okay, and now what?
And then crumble the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Crumble, 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 crumble. Wait, what?
Right.
Crumble, 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 chuda. What's that? What's that song? I'm a chameleon.
What's that?
You know,
It's a tattoo.
it's real bad.
You know what it looks like?
Don't tell me if it's mean. I don't want to hear it.
You ever get lead
I'm-
stuck in your skin?
Oh, yeah.
Touching the spinach.
This looks fun.
Okay, so now we're into the cheese. We're going to crack 3 eggs,
Get 'em
and then
done.
we're going to beat it, but I want to do it with my hands. We're going to beat them. Yeah! It looks like egg salad. Okay, now I'm mixing the cheese and the egg, and we're going to do something that requires steps that need to be followed. Like, we can't fuck up.
Get the top too. Get
Get
the
the
top.
top.
Okay, okay.
She's doing so amazing. How dare all of you doubt her?
No, and Cam, thank you so much.
I'm asking Maya to be my Valentine.
Of course, I'll be your Valentine. Okay. So I painted the bowl, and then I'm gonna put down a piece of phyllo dough, and then I'm gonna paint the phyllo dough, and then I'm gonna put another piece down, and then I'm gonna paint that one. And so it goes paint dough, paint dough, paint dough, dough, paint. So you know how I say paint dough, and then after 5 paint dough rounds, we put a lot of mush in, and then we cover it up with paint dough, and then we bake it at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. But I
don't know
will
if y'all
say,
know how amazing Sauvignon Blanc is. But Grandma.
so I'm gonna take the mush, trying to not get that much liquid in there.
Look at that mush.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
And so now we've reached the point where we're out of the dough, and we're gonna put the oil on top,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you see.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna put this in the oven for 40 minutes, set at 350 degrees.
Pizza is from Greece.
Manico pizza is from Greece. Manico pizza is from Greece.
I forget I have this all the time.
It is so enormous.
Spanico pizza's done. Would you look at how graceful that was? Can you believe? Look at this. It's 10:30 at night. I'm drunk in the nighttime, and I made a Spanico pizza. Lest you forget that motherfucker with lettuce, with tzatziki, with tomato, with red onion. That's what you call a hero, motherfucker. And a Spanico pizza. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so now we're gonna start on the hummus. I'm gonna squeeze this lemon in here, and then I'm gonna put some garlic in here, and then I'm gonna do some salt, and I'm gonna blend it all up. Adding a 4th cup of tahini. You might not be able to read it, but it's tense. It's tense in the house. Half a teaspoon of the cumin, and then I'm gonna add all of the chickpeas.
Smells like hummus.
Yeah, it does. Turn it on. Now I'm gonna add some olive oil while it's blending. Sorry.
Squirted.
I squirted. And so then it's gonna be hummus. To make this tzatziki sauce, I'm taking a cup of Greek yogurt.
Half a cup of grated cucumber.
This also looks sexual.
Okay, so now I'm grating a single little leaf of the garlic. Being in that Whole Foods earlier was really fun. I also didn't pay for that yerba. Fuck you, Whole Foods!
We stole.
Come arrest me, bitch! I've stolen a lot of money from you.
That was
Grand
scary.
theft.
Grand theft.
So we've put in a tablespoon of mint, and now we're putting in a tablespoon of dill. We've also squeezed a quarter of a lemon on top of all this. And we're going to do salt. So it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Twist.
Yum.
Let's see what Maya thinks of the taste.
Tzatziki, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Automatic detox of my body. We're taking the cooled meat mush, thinly slice it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am slicing and dicing.
Okay, so we cooked the meat, then we let the meat cool so it would stay together, and now we are going to saute it briefly in its own fat. We're gonna let it cook on either side until it gets brown and crispy. Do it enough times so that each of us can make a sandwich. So this is our spread, and we're gonna put all of this into a sandwich in 3, 2, 1. Looks tasty, don't it? Hummus, meat, tomato, onions, lettuce, tzatziki, one more pita on top. And then we also got, you know, that slice of spanacle pizza. So we're finally eating spanacle pizza first.
Oh, that crunch.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna eat the sandwich now. Wow.
That tastes pretty authentic.
Am I crazy to say this is the best thing we've ever made?
I agree.
Thank you to the Greeks.
Final words.
Love your neighbor.
Romance is but a concept. It can be expressed in any capacity. No. Love and light to all who follow. May your days be filled with red love.
Greek love.
Greek love.
Greek love.
Greek love. Goodbye.